CBD oil is showing up in everything from hair care to skincare to makeup products. Today we're going to be doing a deep dive into exactly what CBD oil is and what it might be able to do for us over 50 gals with mature skin. That's coming up next. Welcome in, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. Oh my gosh, is the new darling of the makeup and skincare world CBD oil or what? It is showing up in so many brands, from drugstore items to expensive indie offerings. And today we're going to find out exactly what CBD oil is and what it might be able to do for us in the beauty world. If you're new here, a very special welcome to you. I hope you'll consider subscribing and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you're interested in more makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman, stop by prettyover50.com. There's a lot more great information just waiting for you there. You almost have to be living under a rock to not see that CBD oil is the darling of the makeup world. It is showing up in everything from hair care products to skincare to makeup, and everywhere from drugstore offerings into very expensive high-end indie brands. What we're going to find out today is exactly what is CBD oil and what are the properties that might make it a good ingredient for skincare and makeup products. I have been using CBD oil for several years now, and a portion of this video is sponsored by Jupiter CBD oil. This is my favorite CBD oil, and trust me, I've tried a gazillion of them. I am really fond of Jupiter because they do it right. I started taking CBD oil several years back because I was noticing that my hands were getting stiff when I woke up in the morning. In other words, I'd wake up and I'd kind of have to crack my knuckles and get them working to get them going for the day. This was very concerning to me because both my mother and my grandmother had very crippling arthritis in their hands in their later lives, and I really didn't want to go down that road. I looked into my options for dealing with my creaky joints, and I settled on CBD oil because it is a more natural remedy. I really wasn't interested in adding a prescription medication to my life. I tried a lot of CBD oils on my way to finding Jupiter, and I have to tell you, I have tested so many of them, and so many of them taste like the back end of a horse. I am not kidding you. That was one of the things that I fell in love with first with Jupiter because it has such a great taste. This company has really won my heart because they're formulating their product in exactly the right way. All their oils are 100% USDA certified organic, and that's important because the plant that this comes from actually is very porous and can soak up a lot of nutrients from the soil, but it can also soak up a lot of things like glyphosate and other chemicals that we really don't want in our body. It is all natural, vegan, non-GMO, and grown and made in the USA. Jupiter is a small company, and they work with a single family farm to produce their products. A lot of CBD oil companies will use the entire hemp plant for their oils. Jupiter doesn't do that because that's not really the way to generate the highest quality oil. They only use the pure hemp flower for this CBD oil, and I think that really makes a difference in the quality. I enjoy my CBD oil from Jupiter at night about 20 minutes before I'm going to go to bed. I simply just put a dropper full underneath my tongue, hold it there for about 60 seconds, and I'm good to go. It has done a wonderful job of keeping my joints nice and fluid and flexible, helping my creaky knee not to be swollen, and it really does help with relaxation and sleep. This particular oil is formulated specifically for stress relief, so that's definitely a benefit that we all can get from it. It has been a little bit stressful out in the world these days. So if you haven't tried a CBD oil and you're thinking about it, I can highly recommend Jupiter. I love this oil. I love this company. Really, I have nothing but nice things to say about Jupiter. So what exactly is CBD oil, and where does it come from, and can it get you high? And the answer is no, it cannot. CBD stands for cannabidiol, and it comes from the cannabis plant family. And here's an interesting thing that you might not know. There are a lot of different types of cannabis. For those of us who are raised in the 60s, we just know one, marijuana. But that's actually only one of the plants in the cannabis plant family. The two most well known are hemp and marijuana. There is a huge difference between CBD oil and THC. CBD oil is a medicinal ingredient. THC is that stuff that makes you a little bit goofy. They're completely different ingredients and they have nothing to do with each other. CBD oil, can it get you high? Absolutely not. That is the job of the other, THC, which we're not talking about today. Most CBD products out in the market today are derived from the hemp plant, one of the plants in the cannabis family. In skincare, CBD is really gaining traction. And I'm sure that you've seen products out in the marketplace that can range anywhere from a $10 lip balm to a $100 skin tightening cream that feature the superstar product of CBD oil. The question is, what does CBD oil really do for us in the beauty world, and is it really worth those high prices that some indie brands are charging? The thing with the beauty industry is that it is quick to jump on a new ingredient because they can turn a whole line into a superstar lineup of that particular ingredient. Sometimes it's warranted and sometimes it's not. CBD extract is a perfect example of this. I've seen it in everything from hair care products to lip balms to skincare to makeup. It's everywhere these days. But what exactly can CBD oil do for us? And is it really better than the other ingredients that are commonly used in makeup and skincare? Claims in products that CBD oil can help with joint pain, inflammation, and certain skin conditions like acne, eczema, and psoriasis probably are justified. At least that's what the studies show. Here are the 3 areas that CBD oil has been proven through medical studies to impact our health. It does help with acne through its anti-inflammatory properties. And one Hungarian study does show that CBD oil can be as effective as Accutane for treating acne. And that's a wonderful advancement to be able to take a natural ingredient as opposed to a prescription medication. There's also a lot of research that shows that CBD oil can help with skin issues like dryness, flakiness, and itchiness, and has been shown to provide relief for issues like psoriasis and dermatitis. CBD oil also has a very good track record of helping with inflammation. CBD oil can help with inflammation by down-regulating pro-inflammatory cytokine reactions. So it really does help with areas of inflammation. And I know this personally because I've actually used a CBD salve on my one cranky knee that does get swollen from time to time, and it really does help relieve the swelling and the inflammation. So based on the research now, CBD oil can really help with 3 areas of skincare concern. It can help reduce inflammation, it can soothe acne, and it can help to relieve skin diseases like psoriasis and dermatitis. I think that's huge because now we're looking at a very natural, very affordable product that can help with some very common issues that plague a lot of us. Now we need to look at the types of CBD products out on the marketplace if we're looking for one of those 3 issues that we want to address. There are 2 types of products out in the marketplace that I think are worth looking into if you have inflammation issues, if you're looking to treat acne, or if you're looking to treat a skin condition. One is a salve and one is a lotion. What's the difference between the 2? Well, it's really what it's formulated with. A lotion will contain water, whereas a salve will contain an oil or a wax as its binding agent. A lot of studies have shown that the higher the amount of fatty acids in the oil that's used in the ingredient list for a CBD product will carry more of the product into your skin. And remember, your skin is the largest organ on your body, and while it is very good as a barrier, it is also very effective at bringing active ingredients into your system. It works as a wonderful, useful molecular passageway for an active ingredient like CBD oil. When you apply a CBD product, the lipids in the oil base transfer phytochemical across the skin membranes. That's how it becomes effective in your body. There are lots and lots and lots of CBD lotions, creams, and salves on the marketplace, and I'll go ahead and list a few of them down in the description box. I really can't speak to the efficacy of any of these products because I haven't used them. The one salve that I used was actually homemade by a friend of mine, and I found it to be Very, very effective, but very, very stinky. I would imagine that the companies that produce a product out in the marketplace have addressed the issue of having a little bit of a strong smell. What about CBD oil for things like sleeplessness, anxiety, depression, and stress? Well, the good news is that there are tons of studies out there that show that CBD oil is very effective at dealing with those issues. I really appreciate it because it's a way to address stress, anxiety, and sleeplessness issues without taking a prescription pharmaceutical. I really lean more towards a healthy, more organic lifestyle, and I appreciate the fact that I can take something that is derived from nature, organic, processed in a clean way, and is ultimately very healthy for me. So bottom line, is CBD oil a worthwhile ingredient for you to add to your skincare routine? Well, that's really going to depend on what your needs are. One thing I can say is I have seen out on the marketplace some incredibly expensive products that tout CBD oil as one of the magical ingredients in them. My particular opinion, based on what I've seen, is that I don't think you have to spend a lot of money in order to get an effective CBD product to deal with acne, inflammation, skin issues, stress, anxiety, or sleeplessness. I think there are some very affordable, very good alternatives out in the marketplace, and you really don't need to be spending $100 plus or more for some cream to slather on your skin. Is CBD oil a viable ingredient to add to our skincare routine if needed? Absolutely yes. I think it's probably a nice introduction of a very organic, clean product that can really impact those that have the needs that CBD oil can address. There you have it, the ins and outs of what CBD oil actually is, how to determine what a good CBD oil is, and what issues you might want to address with the use of CBD oil. Again, I want to thank Jupiter for sponsoring part of this video. Organic, non-GMO, clean, love this stuff. I want to thank you for joining me into this deep dive about CBD oil. I hope you found it useful and helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you're interested in more makeup, skincare, and style for the Over 50 woman, stop by prettyover50.com. There's a lot more great information just waiting for you there. You guys know it makes my day when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the Over 50 woman. Make it a great day. Wear your sunscreen and all. See you in the next video. Bye now.